challenge is, there's the recording, so everyone will have to hit that okay. So a reminder to please keep yourselves on mute throughout the launch event to ensure no background noise. So the goal of America 250 PA is to make 2026 epic as we educate, preserve, innovate, and celebrate everything that Pennsylvania has to offer while engaging with as many Pennsylvanians as possible in every county. The DEIC is a partnership that was started in 2019, and it is a 3-round marketing challenge that provides teams of students from post-secondary institutions across the Commonwealth with the opportunity to design and launch integrated marketing campaigns for America 250 PA and our presenting partner. So we are so excited to see our impact numbers grow every year. Partnerships with over 40 colleges and universities. More than 370 students have participated, and 13 DEIC participants were hired as interns here at America 250 PA, and 4 of our full-time team currently with us have also been hired again by America 250 PA due to the introduction we had with those amazing students, now employees, through the Direct Effect Innovation Challenge. The DEIC starts today and will run.
Innovation Challenge. Okay.
I'm sorry, can we make sure everyone's on mute? Thank you. So the DEIC starts today and will run through a campus round and virtual round 2. And then the top 5 teams from across the Commonwealth will join us in Harrisburg to present in front of a panel of judges at the Capitol Media Center in November. This year, we are thrilled to present the DEIC in partnership with the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission yet again. We are also grateful to have the endorsement of the Pennsylvania Department of Education, the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, the Pennsylvania Commission for Community Colleges, and the Association of Independent Colleges and Universities of Pennsylvania. So to kick us off, we would like to show you our recap video from the 2024 DEIC Challenge. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. This is our 6th annual Direct Effect Innovation Challenge. So the America 250 PA Direct Effect Innovation Challenge is a signature program of the America 250 PA Commission, and we're thrilled every year to be able to issue a challenge to Pennsylvania college students to come up with an integrated marketing concept to answer that challenge that year. So this year's challenge was actually in partnership with the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission, and we were thrilled this year because Pennsylvania and its turnpike is actually the first superhighway in the United States. So to be able, again, to partner with the Turnpike Commission, who has such a history here in the Commonwealth, to be able to be part of this historic commemoration is really inspiring.
So the Turnpike is committed to transforming our future, and part of that roadway to sustainability is looking at the next generation. There was 5 teams involved in this challenge, and all of them did a really great job. From the second round to this round, you could tell they all stepped up their game, and today's competition was pretty intense. I thought the students did a great job today. The way they incorporate powering the future, I feel very comfortable leaving the future in their hands.
Imagine your family on a road trip across Pennsylvania. Your car charges effortlessly.
The theme for this year was using solar power and integrating sustainability at the PA Turnpike. So I would say our biggest idea, and the one that we focused on the most, was the Keystone Classroom Initiative to help kids learn more about solar and also to submit poster designs that can be displayed on the PA Turnpike. And as they get older, when they can drive, they'll be able to actually see firsthand the solar powers on the superhighway that will be built within the next few years. It not only just looks great on a resume, it's also just an amazing opportunity to even be able to participate in this. This whole competition is about the future, and it's helping us prepare for the future as well.
So the winner of the 6th annual America 250 PA Direct Effect Innovation Challenge is Point Park University.
See the other schools present, hearing what they have to say, and having that kind of hope that not only our team but so many other teams, we want a more sustainable future, and we want to help advocate for that and help teach other students and other kids to advocate for that as well.
So America T50 PA's Direct Effect Innovation Challenge was started in a partnership with the United States Postal Service back in 2019. And it challenged, again, Pennsylvania students from any Pennsylvania college or university to come up with a design and integrated marketing concepts to help America T50 PA in our awareness efforts. We've seen some amazing campaigns produced and are very excited to see this program continue to grow each year. Throughout 2026, our commission sees this historic moment in time as a way to engage that next generation of Pennsylvanians and to use history and stories of our Commonwealth to encourage and inspire them. My personal experience watching these students participate in the Direct Effect Innovation Challenge is nothing short of awe-inspiring. And I tell this story every year, but after having a conversation with a group of student participants our first year, I asked them why they chose to participate in this project. And without skipping a beat, one young woman looked at me and said, she's now a part of history. So that story alone should inspire every Pennsylvanian. But now by 2026, we encourage each and every one of you to join us and to become a part of history. The creativity that comes from these campaigns and the students throughout this program really, truly is amazing. And the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's transportation history is marked by innovation and engineering achievement, from its rails to its roadways. And in fact, Pennsylvania is home to America's first superhighway, the Pennsylvania Turnpike, which first opened in 1940. In 2025, the PA Turnpike Commission is celebrating its 85th anniversary and is the presenting partner for America T50 PA's Direct Effect Innovation Challenge. PTC has developed this year's theme for the DEIC participants, and we're excited for Dr. Rowe to announce it a bit later. But first, it's my honor to welcome Mark Compton, the CEO of the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission and our presenting partner this year, to say a few words. Mark?
Thank you, Cassandra. And we really appreciate the opportunity to be here and be with you today. But I must tell you, if you want us to do this next year, I'm not following that video. That video is too well done. So I don't want to play second to that. But very great job with the video. And how do you not get excited whenever you see everything that transpired last year? Thank you to America 250 for inviting me to be a part of today's meaningful kickoff. It's an honor to represent the PA Turnpike Commission during such a meaningful initiative, especially as we here celebrate 85 years. I would like to congratulate Cassandra and her entire amazing team for all you've done to engage Pennsylvanians in the lead up to America's semi-quincentennial celebration in 2026. As has been stated, we here at the Turnpike opened in 1940 as America's first superhighway, a bold idea that shaped how people and goods move across the Commonwealth and our nation. In those 85 years, the PA Turnpike has become more than a road. It's become a leader of mobility, commerce, and connections. Our history is built on innovation by our people, and that includes tunnels that cut through mountains, bridges spanning rivers, and continuous investment that just keeps us moving forward. Just as our Commonwealth has played a central role in America's history, the PA Turnpike has played a central role in Pennsylvania's growth and prosperity. The initiative allows us to reflect on our past, but as we see it, even more importantly, to look ahead and to look ahead with the next generation. That's why we're excited to invite students to unleash their creativity by developing bold, integrated marketing campaigns that bring the Turnpike's story to life. We want them to capture the historic impact of the Turnpike on transportation, its role in shaping mobility and commerce, and the way it continues to inspire innovation and connections today. As we like to say here, the Turnpike is more than a road. It's a journey of innovation, resilience, and progress. We're excited that students will be challenged to look at the Turnpike not just as history, but as a living, evolving system that mirrors the ingenuity of Pennsylvania itself. Their voices, creativity, and fresh perspective will help us tell our story in new ways that resonate with future travelers and leaders. As we mark 85 years, I'm inspired by the idea that this campaign will help shape how the next generation sees the Turnpike, not simply as a way to get from one place to another, but as a symbol of innovation, connection, and opportunity. And I personally can't wait to see the ideas that students bring forward. And I thank all of you for your partnership, and we're excited to be a part of this initiative for yet another year. Thank you.
So much, Mark. And next on our speaker list, we have attorney Michael Koren. He serves as the America 250 PA Education and Innovation Subcommittee Chairman, and I know that he is continually impressed by this program and its participants each year. So I'd like to ask Michael to say a few words. You're on mute, Michael.
Thank you, Cassandra, and hello, everyone. This is my 7th year serving as a commissioner and my 7th year participating in the DEIC. I'm very excited to see what the participants are going to do for us this year, especially because it's the last competition before July 4th, 2026. From my perspective as a commissioner and having been involved with the DEIC for 7 years now, I wanted to just tell you a few reasons why I think this competition and this program are important. First of all, it's a way for our commission to engage with post-secondary students throughout Pennsylvania. And we get a great response from colleges and universities, as Cassandra pointed out. Especially in these times, a program like this creates an opportunity for students to help celebrate our nation in a positive way, to make contributions to a civic celebration in a positive way, and to highlight and become involved with important Pennsylvania-based initiatives that both celebrate the history of Pennsylvania and our country and look forward into the future. The competition is also a marketing competition, and the students that participate in it have taken marketing courses, so the program gives them a chance to use what they're learning in the classroom. And it's a very collaborative environment. They have the opportunity, by being in the program, to engage with leaders in the Commonwealth who can provide them with valuable insight, not just at the judging phase, but at other points during the overall competition. So I'm super excited to see what this fall will bring, and look forward to participating up through the final competition in Harrisburg. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. And as we mentioned earlier, we have some amazing Pennsylvania students that have participated in this program over the years. And here with us today is an America 250 PA intern and member of last year's winning team from Westmoreland County Community College, Sid Bodenheimer. So welcome back, Sid. And what advice do you have for this year's participants?
Hi, everyone. Like we said, my name is Sid Bodenheimer. I'm a recent graduate from Westmoreland County Community College, and I'm a America 250 PA branding and design intern, and I'm soon to come on as a part-time employee for graphic design and web design. I competed in the Direct Effect Innovation Challenge last year, and I had an amazing experience getting to participate and work with my team on the marketing challenge for the Pennsylvania Turnpike and their initiative to go green in the upcoming years. The DEIC is a great opportunity to learn how to integrate a marketing campaign to reach as many people and as many situations as possible. The most important part of the challenge is the research and the preparations to move through each round, working with your team to discover some of the less known information of each topic. For instance, last year's competition involved and research about the Pennsylvania Turnpike's history and how the Turnpike currently works. We found through one social media post from the Bedford Service Plaza that the PA Turnpike used to have a set of Turnpike superheroes that promoted keeping the Turnpike clean and safe. Interesting finds like that research allowed us to influence our marketing campaign to bring an old idea into new light, advertising the growth and change of the Turnpike. Through each round, you will have more and more chances to discover and develop ideas and plans for your integrated marketing campaign. In the first round's video pitch, it's important to be consistent concise, confident, and proud of the work you put in for this competition. This was one of my favorite parts of the competition, where me and my teammates explored our creativity to pitch our idea through video form. If I could give any advice to future competitors or those deciding to compete, it is to have fun with the competition. You're going to put in a lot of hard work to form a budgeting plan, branding ideas, and reasoning for why your pitch could work. You shouldn't be robotic or stiff with your thinking. Find your way outside of the box. This exploration will give you new outlooks on the information of a pitch deck and will give you great opportunities for your future. In this competition, I got the amazing chance to work with America 250 PA in an internship for branding and design. This internship has been a great experience for me, where I've helped with social media posts, in-person events, drafting logos, packet design for their podcast, and helping update their website for now. This competition is a great way to strengthen your horizons and explore new opportunities while pursuing your college degree. Good luck to all those that participate, and I can't wait to see what you create.
Thank you so much, Sid. And finally, I am very excited to welcome the Pennsylvania Department of Education Acting Secretary, Dr. Carrie Rowe, who is here with us and who will announce this year's challenge. Dr. Rowe?
Well, thank you, Cassandra, and thanks to all of today's speakers who set the stage so well for me. I'm excited to join you for one of my favorite moments of this launch, the official announcement of this year's Direct Effect Innovation Challenge theme. You heard from previous speakers that the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission is the presenting sponsor for the 2025 challenge. And this year also marks the Turnpike's 85th anniversary. What you heard is 85 years of connecting communities, of fueling commerce, and symbolizing innovation right here in Pennsylvania. So it's fitting that this year's theme, developed by the Turnpike Commission, is Miles of Impact, America's First Superhighway. Through this theme, we're inviting students across the Commonwealth to design bold, creative, innovative marketing campaigns that celebrate the Turnpike's history, showcase its role in shaping mobility and commerce, and inspiring the next generation of travelers to see it as more than just a road, to see it as a journey of innovation and connection. And yes, this challenge is about marketing, but it's also about creativity and problem solving and teamwork, the very skills that will prepare students to lead in whatever pathway they choose. So that's why I'm encouraging every Pennsylvania college and university to embrace this opportunity and to support student teams in making their voices heard. I can't wait to see their epic ideas come to life in this year's competition. And with that, let me turn the program back to Cassandra to continue with today's launch. Cassandra?
Thank you so much. So there it is, folks. Miles of Impact, America's First Superhighway. So we want to thank all of our presenters today. And now I would like to turn the program over to Bree Farron from our team. And Bree was a 2019 DEIC participant, the first year that we held this program from the Point Park University team. And Bree truly has come full circle with us. Following the DEIC, Bree worked part-time here for America 250 PA and now is our Director of Branding and Design. So Bree will now get into the details of the DEIC program. And if anyone has any specific questions, we do ask that while Bree is presenting and going into the details that you enter them into the chat, and our team will do our best to answer them either right back to you in the chat or read them verbally at the end of Bree's presentation. So with that, Bree?
Awesome. Thanks so much, Cassandra. It's great to be here again and to see this challenge really progress over the last few years has been incredible. And the amazing talent that is right here in Pennsylvania. Excited to see it continue. So yeah, I'm going to dive into the theme. Just some housekeeping first. Just please know there's going to be a lot of information thrown at you today, but there is a 2025 Action Center that will be launching on our website tomorrow morning. And all of these materials that you see presented here will be in that action center and available for students to begin round one as early as tomorrow. So no worries if you miss anything. Again, ask questions in the chat. We'll have open office hours throughout as well. I'll get into that a little bit later to help answer any questions you have. But please note, again, no need to take notes vigorously here. This will all be available to you as well. So diving into the theme, thank you to the acting secretary for presenting this year's theme, Miles of Impact, America's First Superhighway. Similar to previous years, if you've been involved, and if you haven't been involved, really this theme sheet is what outlines exactly what students need to know to prepare their concepts. So it'll go through what the DEIC is, obviously kind of giving a rundown of the theme, but more so just focusing on the requirements for today. It should be focused on having a statewide impact and reaching as many Pennsylvanians as possible. That's part of America 250 PA's mission. And ultimately the Turnpike stretches across the Commonwealth. So we want to encourage all Pennsylvanians to get involved if possible. There is a budget of $100,000 that includes both the production and the implementation of your campaign. So anything you develop should be within the $100,000 range. And then one thing to keep in mind, if your team does progress to round three, the finals in Harrisburg, you'll also be expected to provide a line by line full budget as well as a scaled budget as well to share with the judges. So in addition, the Turnpike came up with the theme. It is also inspired by America 250 PA's Innovate 250 PA platform, which are programs or projects that ignite Pennsylvania spirit for innovation and discovery. So it all ties together in one cohesive movement, excuse me. So just kind of give you a rundown of how this works. As Cassandra mentioned, this is a 3-round marketing challenge. So it starts with the campus rounds. This is more so hands-off from our perspective. So this is your institution figuring out which 4 students or less will represent the institution in the DEIC. So every school does it differently. You can hold a campus round where students pitch integrated marketing campaigns and either have their faculty or their classmates vote on it. We've had faculty members kind of choose students of different disciplines that they think will make a good combination of a team and move that team forward. So this part is really up to your institution on how they want to do it. Depends on the timeline, if it's implemented in your curriculum. So really, we're here to help answer any questions and facilitate any ideas, but really your institution will come up with this and ultimately just give us the 4 students to represent the team moving forward into round 2. So once round 2 comes, this is kind of a virtual diving into the concepts that you provide in round 2, giving a 6-minute presentation on the do's and don'ts, ABCs, whatever you want to call it, presenting to judges what your idea is, trying to pitch to move forward to the final round in Harrisburg. We'll dive into more details a little bit later on this. And again, all of this will be provided in the Action Center. But ultimately, a panel of judges will meet virtually, review the videos and score them, and then ultimately 5 teams will move forward to the finals in Harrisburg at the Capitol Media Center, where they will present to another panel of judges in person, really refining their concepts using the feedback they get from round 2. And ultimately, one winner will be chosen as the winning team for the 2025 DEIC. So here's a timeline. This is actually currently available on our website under the Action Center, under the general materials for now. So you could access this. We encourage faculty advisors especially to review this and make sure the team is on track with any deadlines coming up. And please note too that our team is pretty active in sending email reminders as well when things are coming up, as well as social media when we get a chance as well. So all of this is available to you. Would suggest either printing this out or just making notes of some of the deadlines coming up. The first one to keep in mind is round 1. Once that opens, basically tomorrow when the materials are available, students will have until October 3rd to submit their round 1 concept sheet. So we'll dive into that here shortly. But really, I know this is a lot of info so far, but the first step really in getting started is to select a faculty mentor. This is required of every team, more so just a person to help facilitate, the team building within it, reminders of deadlines, organizing the travel should the team progress to Harrisburg. So someone really just to oversee and then be the point of contact for any communications moving forward as well. Obviously, if there's a request to send directly to students, we could do so. But the faculty mentor is more so just kind of oversee everything that's going on. So first step, secure a mentor. and then register your team on our website. The registration is currently active, and we'll also be putting a bar across our website tomorrow for registration. You don't need to know your students yet to register. Just let us know that your team, or excuse me, your institution is going to be participating, and then you're not submitting the student names until the round 1 concept sheet, which is on October 3rd. So you have plenty of time to decide who the team members are going to be, develop concepts, things like that. But one thing we recommend when you do get a team together, the round 1 guidelines and requirement sheet is going to be your hub of all the information you need in addition to the theme sheet and the concept sheet. Really talks through deadlines, expectations, deliverables, do's and don'ts, any kind of restrictions, things of that nature. So you want to make sure you review that in depth as much as you can. And then, as I mentioned before, if there's other questions as well, we will have DEIC open office hours after the launch. They will be listed in the Action Center to let you know when they are. They're Zoom sessions, an hour long. You can give us a heads up ahead of time with any questions you might have, so we're more prepared to answer even. We can't really weigh in on direction of ideas or content of the project, but any kind of logistical questions or instructions, we're happy to help with that. And like I said, they'll be listed in the Action Center. So diving into round 1, again, you'll want to read the guidelines and the theme sheet to really guide the ideas that your team's going to be developing. But this this concept sheet is ultimately what you're going to be submitting. Kind of walks through more so the framework of your idea. You don't need to have it in depth. It's not a full integrated marketing campaign just yet, but we like to see it as an outline. Just kind of gives us generally what direction your team is heading, a description of what you're thinking. This is where you're going to list the team members to ultimately represent your institution moving forward. You'll choose your marketing channels and what you're going to use, whether it's print, direct mail, digital. It's really up to your team. And as you'll see there, we have another option too. So if you think of anything interesting that we haven't had listed here, we'd love to see it. But yeah, you'll just give your insight. You will create a visual as well. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, but just kind of give us an idea of what your team is thinking in terms of branding or, even the theme or the tone of the message that you're looking to do. But this is ultimately where you'll put all those ideas in one place. And then in addition, you'll submit a round 1 survey too. And all of those deliverables are in the guidelines that I had mentioned as well. So jumping into rounds 2 and 3, I won't dive too much into this because again, it'll be in the Action Center. You'll have emails leading up, but this is essentially where you're building out that concept sheet. So the minute you submit that concept sheet, just plan on continuing the ideas and developing them into the integrated marketing campaign. So you'll put them together in a 6-minute pitch, no longer than 6 minutes, again, to present to the judges. So you'll build your presentation. A lot of teams in the past have reached out to their communities and partners to ask for feedback. They'll give the pitch to the partners, take feedback. They'll ask them for, references or percentages of the people that they're, looking to reach in terms of target audience, like whatever you can think. Really just opens the door for networking and communication with your community as well. So highly suggest, considering that option when you're developing your campaign. Again, just perfecting the pitch, letting the judges know that your campaign is impactful and worthwhile. And, that you have things in line to take it even further into round 3. Convincing the community, of course, in the same realm of just letting people know how impactful it is and why not only is it beneficial for the Turnpike, but how it ties into the Innovate 250 PA platform and America 250 PA, and ultimately how it will make a difference in the community for all of those people involved and Pennsylvanians in general. So really, I mentioned how to start Faculty Advisor, but this is kind of a screenshot of what the 2025 Action Center will look like on our website. Colin or someone on our team, if you could drop that web link in the chat, I would appreciate it. Right now, there's general materials, the timeline, kind of RSVPs, but as of tomorrow, there's going to be a new dark header that says round 1 materials. So once that's launched, round 1 is basically ready to begin, as long as your institution is registered and signed up. If you could drop the registration link as well. If you're not registered yet, encourage you to do so. Registration deadline is also October 3rd. So you only need to register once for your institution. So campus rounds, you might have 6 teams of students that are kind of pitching ideas, but you only need to register once just for your institution. So the concept sheet, again, is where you'll narrow down what students are moving forward when that submission is submitted. So like I mentioned, materials will be sent ahead of time, so you'll be hearing from our team soon on those sorts of things. And we do have an email this year, DEIC@america250pa.org, to answer any questions. A lot of our team members have access to that, so whoever is most appropriate to answer will jump in and help there. But really, before we tie into Q&A and move that along, just want to talk more about the benefits of participation. You've heard from Sid, who is a former participant, and obviously, you know, myself and Andre and a few of the members on our team who were students really speak to the progression that this challenge has provided. So schools, obviously an opportunity to collaborate with not only America 250 PA, but the Turnpike and other partners at the table. Great networking opportunity and an opportunity to showcase your school and your students as well. Faculty being able to engage not only with, you know, students that might be in their classrooms, but those of different disciplines, and other students and faculty members across Pennsylvania as well to learn more and help develop their curriculum even more. Students obviously contributing to a once-in-a-generation project, connecting with industry professionals, helping to build their resumes, and, you know, even lead to internships and collaborating in the future. And for the student finalists, not only again do they get to present to those industry professionals, but there is a cash stipend that's involved, and again, plenty of internship opportunities. I like to mention every year, at least with Andre and I, our team did not win. But, you know, just staying in contact with the professionals that were at the table through the DEIC, it really still opened a lot of doors for us. So I'd like to throw that in there. Just really put your best foot forward and show what you have. And a lot of great things can come from it. But in addition to that, it also benefits Pennsylvania businesses and residents, our commission, the Turnpike, and then Pennsylvania tourism as well, really promoting everything great there is to know about Pennsylvania. So with that, I think we're good to turn it over to Q&A. I'm going to stop the share here. And first and foremost, any in the chat that we received over the presentation?
Just one so far, Bree. Kathy asked if there was a written challenge brief, and Colin let her know that yes, that information is available in the Action Center. That they can access immediately after launch.
Great. Yeah, and that'll be more so the theme sheet that kind of talks through again some of those expectations and deliverables, and then the guidelines kind of expand on that as well. So I'd look out for those too, especially. Great. Any other questions? Well, no, before I turn it back to Cassandra, I just want to say thanks so much again for, you know, being here, our speakers especially too, to share and continue this project forward. It's been great to see over these past few years. So thanks so much. And Cassandra, go ahead and wrap it up for us.
Thanks so much, Bree. And just, you know, for everyone's knowledge, again, our team is available. So if questions come up, there will be office hours. You can reach out if questions as you're watching this, especially afterward. For those who weren't able to join us and are watching the recording, please, again, feel free to dial into those office hours and ask any of those questions. But it's been such a joy working with all of the students over the last number of years. And I also want to make sure that we're engaging with your student teams throughout this process. So we will also be planning in-person visits with the finalists to provide different feedbacks. And our team will also be accessible, as I mentioned, throughout the early rounds. If there are any questions, again, through email or through, you know, our office hours that will be posted. Please sign up your schools to participate. We are looking forward to having as many of you as possible this year. And I hope that each and every one of you, again, will join us and become a part of history, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to working with you. Bye-bye.